Hi everyone, it's me Bruno Cubing, and today I got another unboxing from Wallbuys.com. And this is a cube that I won in the contest that Wallbuys held on speedsolving.com during the 1-year anniversary. And the contest was simply a random giveaway. Every day 2 posts from the Wallbuys thread were chosen, and they could each choose a cube for just $1. And I was chosen on the second last day, I think. If I'm correct, my lucky number was 1240. So post number 1240 got to choose a cube for $1. And it is the mf8 Legend version 2, which I was a bit interested in ever since it was announced. So of course I was very happy to be able to win it for just $1. So a big thanks to Wallbuys for that. And again, congratulations on your first year. I would also like to give an extra big thanks to Echo from Wallbuys, who is in charge of the cubing department, about this very cube, because when they first had it in stock, the pictures showed the Legend version 1, and I also wanted to make sure that I would get both the regular core and the ball core, because there are 2 different cores on this cube. So I asked her about that, and she immediately contacted her supplier and changed the pictures and everything, and now it's finally time to open this package, so let's just open it up. Oops. So this one is very well packaged, as you can see. It's way more well packaged than usual. I think that might have something to do that Echo also added free registered shipping for me, which was really nice. So thanks again for that. So let's just get all of these pieces out. You can probably see here that it is a DIY kit that I chose. And indeed, you can see that I got both the ball core and probably the regular core here somewhere as well. I don't see it now, but we'll get to that soon. Is there anything else in here? No, it seems empty, so no CFOP cards this time, but it's okay, I have enough of them already. So here it is. Let's see if I can find a regular core here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. So we got both the ball core, like on the original mf8 Legend, and a standard core. And I just want to point out here that the latest information that I got from Echo was that they stopped manufacturing the ball core. So if you buy the mf8 Legend version 2 and you happen to get one of the newly manufactured cubes, you might not get this core. And I don't know why that is, because from what I've seen, this core is actually better than the regular one, or I should say the cube is better with this core in it. So I don't know why they stopped producing it, but that's the information I got. If you want to be 100% sure which core you'll get, I suggest that you contact the store that you plan on buying it from, because I've already told you all that I know. So here's an already assembled corner piece. It looks pretty standard, looks similar to the Whitlong corner or just a much bigger Diane corner, so pretty standard corner. And here is an edge piece. Nothing special with it either. It got this little anchor here to stop from popping, and well, it's really thin, but it has the same look as most edge pieces do nowadays, so nothing extraordinary about that. Here we have a centerpiece. As you can see, it doesn't have any kind of stock here, and I believe that is because when you put it on the ball core, you don't need it. But for the regular core you might, so it's actually split, and you're supposed to also put on this small piece here below the center, so that's the stock. One of the things that most interested in are these tiles. So instead of stickers, you get these tiles, and I'm happy to tell you that these shades are really nice, as you can see. They aren't dull or anything, which is always a problem when you buy stickerless cubes. You might get too dull or too bright shades or whatever, but these shades are really nice, so that's good. And I don't know if you can see it, but they are just a tiny bit concave. Well, it looks more concave on video, I think, than it is in real life. It just feels like a small dent in there, but that's supposedly to give a better grip, so I'm interested to see if that actually works. You can see that on the corner, this will line up both in the center on both this side and that side, but on an edge you can see that it has to be, this little notch here has to be a bit off-center to get in there. So this was actually a corner tile. So let's see if we can get it in a corner instead. Now then, does it matter which way it will go? I don't think so. Both are centered. It was a bit difficult to put it in. There we go. So this is a bit unusual. As you can see, it's not fully in there. I think maybe I'll have to take the corner apart. That's a bit strange. I suppose it's meant to go all the way in there. And now I can't seem to get it out either. There we go. Maybe if I'll turn it around or something. Alright, maybe it doesn't go all the way in, so I'll just leave it as that, and we'll see how the other ones turn out. So this is what a corner looks like once you got it together. It looks pretty nice. And here you have an edge piece, belongs there, and you can see how they go together here. So this little anchor hooks under the base of the corner there, and then it will also, this piece will hook under the center, which the corner will also do. And the only difference is that when you use the ball cord, you won't have this anchor here because it won't fit. I suppose maybe you can, but from what I've seen, you're not supposed to. And so when assembling these pieces, I discovered that you have to be very careful. It was a bit harder than I thought it would be, because I didn't pay attention. You have to really pay attention when you do it, because you can see here that I've put the orange and green tile on this corner, and if you take a look here, you can see that you have to be careful which way you put them. This orange one has the notch here and there, so the green one has it there and there, which you can see here. You can see the green one here. So you have to be careful putting them in the right way, because with this corner here, I can only put it in this way, okay? I cannot put it here because the green one already occupies that slot. So if I try to do that, it will either pop the green one out or just pop the entire corner apart. And I also discovered that if you take a look at it, you can see that it has a slight angle here, but not on that side. And there is, of course, a corresponding little angle here, so you have to make sure that you also put that one in the right way. So in this case, I really have to put it like this. I could, of course, put the notches in the other way like that, but that won't be as easy. So that's probably why I couldn't get it all the way in when I first showed you, because I put it in the wrong way. As you can see, they are secure and they don't move or anything. You can't hear them rattle or anything. So the rattling that some people have complained about, I think it actually comes from these anchors because they move a little. But we'll see when everything is put together. So I'll continue to assemble it and then I'll get back to you once again. Alright everyone, I'm back again and I finally got it fully assembled. As you can hear, it is a bit rattly, and it wasn't as I thought the anchors, it is actually the tiles. but there's only a few of them that are actually rattling. I think you can treat it like with the Huanying, just to glue the tiles that are actually rattling, because for me at least it's only a few. So just like with the Huanying, where some of the caps fall off, you just glue those in to get rid of the problem if it bothers you. So as for the feel of this cube, I haven't lubed it yet because I don't know which core to use. I've only tried the regular core. You can see the ball core laying in the background there. And it feels alright. It's not the best feeling cube. Speed is decent, and well, the feel of the actual cube is pretty good. It has this matte finish to the tiles, and you have this small dent to provide a better grip, and it feels really nice to hold in your hands and perform algorithms on. And speed is pretty decent, as you can see. And this is unlubed. I think it will do even better with some lube. But corner cutting isn't at all up to par with the top cubes today. It can do line to line, and I think mine's pretty tight now though, but it's not that easy. Anything less is really easy though. But yeah, I guess that's all you need in a real saw. But if it can do 45, which this one can at all, then you will have a much easier time with smaller corner cuts. Reverse cutting is pretty good though. It does, well, at least half a QB. Oh, well, on some sides, maybe they're not that even. This one was really easy, so yeah. I haven't bothered to fully tension it to my liking because I don't know which core to use, but this this is also what I've seen from other people's videos, so this is probably the best it will perform. But yeah, as long as you're accurate, it's pretty fun to do algorithms on it. It feels really nice. So it isn't a bad cube, but it's definitely not the best either. So for me, it's not main material, but if you're, say, around 30 seconds or slower maybe, then this cube will probably be good enough for you. And I would also advise beginners to use it because of the low corner cutting. It will force you to become more accurate, and that will help you in the future. So I'm going to disassemble it on camera now so you can see a little bit how it looks inside, because that's probably the best time to do it, and then I'm going to assemble it with a ball core and get back to you for the third time. So let's see if we can pop an edge piece out. I don't think this thing will pop because it was pretty difficult to get the last piece in. It's very well held together. I have to twist it out of place, and I still can't get it out. So this thing will definitely not pop. So again, here's the edge piece, and let me just take the whole top layer off so you can see what it looks like inside. So here you can see how it looks. Nothing special really. The pieces look a bit special, but you can see that they are based off the same mechanism that pretty much every cube is based on. So it's not that special. And here you can see that the edges hook under the centerpieces, and the anchors hook under the corners, and the corners also hook under the centerpiece. So it's very secure and won't pop, as far as I can see. I haven't managed to get it to pop yet, at least. And here you can see that there is a small piece here below the centerpiece that just prevents it from going all the way down. But you can see here that when it's going out like this, the small piece stays. So you can see here that I don't think you really need it, because the only thing it does, it's stopping the centerpiece to going all the way down. If I take the cap off, by the way, this is what the cap looks like with the tiles in. So you can see that the screw is sticking up here, and the only thing preventing it from going all the way down is this small piece here. So it doesn't seem to actually have any function when the cube is assembled, because nothing is touching it anyway, and it doesn't really help in assembly either, because as you can see, even with it, the centerpiece can go pretty far down. So assembling this cube is about as difficult as assembling a cube with the new Gun's octopus core that you've probably seen in some videos already. Okay everyone, I'm back once again, and I have now assembled the cube with the ball core. So with the ball coring, I had to make it a lot tighter because without these anchors it pops easier. The way the edge pieces are made does prevent popping a bit, but the anchors surely help a lot as well. So if I try to cut 45 degrees, you can see that this piece will pop out, so I'm not going to do that. So corner cutting is still the same, line to line, a little bit more I think, and I don't think I could do that on the regular core, but if you go too much it will pop, so be careful. Reverse cutting is about the same, half cubic. So because of the popping problems, it's pretty tight now, and for that reason it's also pretty slow. Feels about the same. So as of right now I actually liked it better with the regular core, but I will have to lube it before I make my decision on which core is better. But without lube it's definitely the regular core because I can have it looser without having it popping. But yeah, I'll get back to you once I've used it for a while with my review. Until then, my opinion is on this cube is that it is worth trying out if you think it looks interesting, but don't expect a new main cube. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, be sure to hit the like button or drop a comment.